Okay, here's a look at the emini S&P for Wednesday, December the 1st, 2010. At emini Day Trader, of course, we'd like to take a look at the market. First of all, through the market profiles to give us a good indication of the intraday directional bias, if there is one. And when we left yesterday, the market had a pretty weak close. It was down here. And I probably said, I believe, that I was expecting the market to more than likely sell off as opposed to rallying. But we knew that there was a potential for a good vertical move if the market could get below around 74, which is down here. And obviously it did not get down that low. This is the overnight session here. Or if it got above 88, it would be very bullish. And as you can see in the overnight session, it went right through there and just continued on during the regular trading hours. So we had a good heads up on the market going into the regular trading hours today, because we obviously had a preference to be trading on the long side because of the vertical condition of the auction on an intraday basis. As a matter of fact, I produced this chart here, and I want to thank all of you that were able to make it to the webinar today that we held with Mirrors Futures, because had some great questions there, and we're able to go over a lot of detail. This was one of the charts I showed today, and this was from the overnight session going into today's trade. And so I just labeled the chart here. This was where the open was. This is the high of our containment that I had mentioned from 74 to 88. And this is the end of, not the end of the day, but it's when I took the snapshot of this chart, which is approximately at half an hour into the regular trading hours. But what I wanted to point out here on this was that the first here we had an initial attempt to move higher, which obviously didn't succeed. The market pulled back into here, and then we had this attempt to re-enter back into the comfort zone. But in this area here, once it started to move beyond and above there, we definitely got into the vertical condition up, and we're able to confirm that. So heading into today's trade, we had that's why we had that intention to be on the long side. Here's, by the way, the market profiles just from the regular trading hours. We always like to view them as well. And here's our trades on the 1 minute chart that uses our software. And as you can see, we didn't get any early trade. We got some buys in here, and we did have a couple of indications, or actually three here to get short. But these were all in a pretty strong green filter, so you would want to be a very nimble trader if you were to take those trades. And those trades actually didn't work too well. Getting short here, it only moved down a couple of ticks, but it certainly gave you a lot of time to get out. This one was a short right here and had a nice drop right away. And this other short trade right in here, dropped a little bit, had that bit of a bounce, and obviously finished, a bit down there. The long trades here, you can see that these dashed blue lines moved forward, so you can see how well it did act as support. It came within a tick on two occasions like that, but we were able to get long right in here. It immediately bounced to 1.5, so had a good trade there. And then we had this other trade in here when the market came down, and it did bounce up and hit our first and second objective, so that was nice, but nothing on the final partial there. So just a couple trades, made a bit of profit today, had a good handle on the market, basically stress-free trading. And if you wanted to get a little bit more venturesome, you had this opportunity to not just take the 1 and the 2 long trades that were triggered, but even these other short trades if you were more aggressive and prepared to be nimble with your trades. So that's how it went today. We are expecting a good up move in the market here, more than likely to continue, although certainly a pullback to around 1201 would be in the cards, I would suggest. And even after that, when we're taking a look at where support lies, it really is in around that 1201 area. So that's where we'd like to see the support. If it gets down below that, then we're likely going to hit today's low. And of course, the most recent high up here at 1207 and change, 775, I believe it is the closest area of resistance. So that'll be it for today. Any questions or comments, just give us a holler on our telephone number. It's listed on the website, or just send us an email at info@eminidaytrader.com. And once again, thanks for all of you who are able to make the webinar today, and for your excellent questions. So we'll see you again tomorrow.